Crochet Girls, it's your girl Steph and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a hair installation somewhat of one. So if you are interested in the Freetress feathered tip box braids, stay tuned. All right, you guys, let's get right into this video. I installed these in my hair literally a couple of hours ago. So I originally took down my hair and I had my hair in a quick weave for a second. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see how that looked. And when I came back home from my trip, I was like, okay, I want to do something different that I've never done with crochet. So I've never done any type of pre-braided, pre-locked hair. And so this was my first time giving it a go. But I wanted to do individuals. So I'll insert some footage here and do a voiceover of what I was trying to do. All right, ladies, today we're going to be using the Freetress feather tip box braids in the color 1B, and they come in 20 inches. I also used some of the Model large box braids that came in 18 inches. Now, even though it says large on the package, they were comparable in size to the Freetress box braids I just showed you, and these box braids are medium-sized box braids. So I want to bring your attention to the plaits that are in the front of my head. Now, you can tell that the plaits are fairly large in size as far as parting. I should have cut those in half to get a seamless look. That is the key in this crochet method I'm about to show you guys. So I wanted to tell you that. That's where I went wrong because I was rushed. Don't rush. So towards the back of my head, I have a braid going across the nape and then just 4 to 5 regular cornrows. And they don't need to be neat because we're about to put box braids in. You guys will see at the end. So I'm going to demonstrate on the braid closest to my ear. You want to go ahead and put your crochet needle towards the beginning of your plait that you've created. And you want to pull that through. As you can see, I struggled because I was in a rush. And you want to pull that through the hair. And then you want to get that bottom of the box braid and pull that through as well. Once you pull that through, you want to secure that knot fairly well on your hair so you know it's not going to go anywhere. And then you want to make sure, the key in this method is to make sure that your braid is at the back of the actual box braid. Your actual plait is at the end, at the back of the box braid. You're going to pull, what you're going to do, I'm just securing my knot. You're going to want to pull your crochet needle through the actual box braid plait as close as you can to the knot. You're going to pull your hair through. So let's do that again. You're going to get up towards the, in between the plait and pull your hair through. One more time. Go in between the box braid plait, in between, and you're going to pull your hair through. And we're going to continue to do that. I want you guys to see it. I will speed up the video just so it won't be too long. And I will catch up with you guys when we're at the end. To do. All right, you guys. So I was trying to do the whole like individual crochet in the front and just braiding my hair down first and then actually looping the hair through as you guys saw in the clip. But that didn't work because I didn't make my part small enough. And so I think really it could have worked had I done my part small enough, but I was being lazy. I've done that on clients, but my hair in the front is just like some is broken off. Some areas just need to grow. And so it's just very hard for me to grip without adding hair. And I feel like if I'm going to add hair, might as well do full box braids. So that's what I ended up doing in the front. And I kind of like, a part of me is like, I hate that I did that. But I did it overall, I saved time. So I wanted to do at least one on camera to show you guys how I braid. And I will zoom in so you guys can see. So I'm just taking 2 pieces of hair here, and you can start braids all different types of ways, but this is how I start mine. and I feel the weight of this one. I need just a little more. So I take 2 ends and I crisscross them like I'm crossing a shoelace. And it doesn't matter which side you start on. I typically start on the side that has the heavier weighted hair. And we're gonna do it, ladies. This is the last one, y'all. I'm so excited. All right, so I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see, but I take only a small portion of my actual hair and I wrap it around, and I for myself, I grip very tight. So I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna just lean down into the camera. And I just, you know, continue braiding. And this hair is black. I mean, well, number 2, so y'all won't be able to see it, but that's how I started, and I just continue to braid. After a certain time, I do flip my hands so that I can just better grip the hair as I'm going down, and it makes my arms not feel as tired. Y'all, I'm tired. All right, so I'm gonna flip my hands at this point, and I continue to braid down. So I just need to put those all, pretty much half of the first half of my head, all of this stuff, and you can tell because the braids look stiff. I need to put in water to make the braids not stiff anymore. But I have a good portion of my head that is like literally, you know, not crochet. So this is how it looks in the back. I'm gonna leave that for you guys. And the tips, if you guys can't tell already, the tips of the braiding hair that the only braiding hair I had left has a little bit of 30 at the ends, but to me it's fine because I don't know, it looks like I did it on purpose to me. But yeah, so this is it, guys. All right, you guys, so this was basically it. I'm showing you some pictures, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. See you soon. Bye, crochet girls.